and it's got to be longer. Welcome to D-Mop Garage. We are on the Krankenwagen 52 barn door ambulance. For the new people, check the playlist out. You can catch up to previous episodes. Let's have a look what we're doing today. Come this way. We have a little more progress. We have the chrome hubcaps. They are on. They were the original hubcaps that came on the bus now. Unfortunately, some of them were quite pitted and the chromer couldn't get them perfect. I think this one here has some, no, that one's not too bad. It's the ones on this side that aren't flash. That one's got a little bit of pitting, you can see here. I thought they would have filled it with copper and sanded it back, but yeah, obviously not. They weren't cheap either. And I think this one here might have a little bit of a blemish too. No, actually that's all right. So yeah, I think it's just that back one there that's not 100%, but you know, I wanted to keep the original hubcaps on it. I didn't want to get aftermarket ones because they are, you know, early barn door ones. So if they've got blemishes, they've got, I mean, look, like we talked about earlier, the paintwork is not 100% and it is more of a preservation than a full restoration. So I think it's good enough. You know, I think they look pretty good. I did the little white insignia. The other chrome plated parts we got back were the handles. So these ones, I don't know if you remember, but they were pretty bad. So that one's a little bit bubbly still, but it's pot metal, so it is hard to get it chrome plated properly. And also the other parts are the rear, where the stretchers go on, these parts here. And this is what I'm just up to at the moment, just bolting these down. I want to use the original screw, so I've just been polishing the heads on those so that we can put them in. These ones go inside on the floor inside. So that piece there, I'm just going to polish that up and screw that back down because that actually lives right where it is now. So it's pretty dirty and doesn't look good. So we'll get the sander on that and give that a really good clean up as well. So while we're waiting for Matt to come down to do the headlining, we are going to continue front door cards. We've got to put the pockets on. You can see this one over here is done already. And that's the factory little rivets that we've got. And that's our little hole for putting keys and wallet and phone and whatever else you want to put in there. So we've got one more to do here. So I did buy the correct rivets from the States. I'm just using this little brass pin here in the vise, and we just put it on there, and then I've got a little brass hammer. So we're going to do some tappy and put some rivets on. Here's our pocket. Not the best, that one, but it's all hidden. You won't see any of it. That's going to go on like that. And then we're just going to place the rivets through and rivet it on. So let's get it done. Job done. Let's pop those over here. So these suckers now can be mounted onto the doors. Once the upholstery is done and we can actually mount the doors, then we can finish them off, but at least the pockets are done. We can start doing a bit of upholstery gluing now. All right, so we have our MDF sheeting and we also have our cream vinyl. Now we're going to start cutting out the patterns and get ready for some spray glue and start getting these things done. So just going to leave about a 2-inch gap around it, which is going to overlap over to the other side. So we're just going to cut that out by hand. So that one's ready to go. What we're going to do now is obviously I need another table as big because I've got to spray the glue on. We're just going to have to get a little bit of pencil just to mark some borders so we know when to go and pop it back down again. So this is going to get glue on it. Glue on it. So let's get the gun set up, we'll go from there. We will leave that for about 15 minutes and then put the two halves together. Sometimes if you get a few little bumps and lumps, you can just roll it out. There's any air pockets. This actually came up really nice, so no issues with the glue. Anyway, that one's done. That's probably the longest and hardest one. We'll set that aside now and start on the others.
Hold on, girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say. You should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit I already do. Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. But I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced, and I'm gonna tell ya. Don't hate me 'cause I get attention. Don't turn me into what I'm not. I have to be me 24/7, and I ain't never gonna stop. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. No, oh, oh, oh. And I ain't never gonna stop. Come on. Listen to me. I've tried so many times to tell you this is as good as I can be. Why isn't it enough to be faithful and also be the hit of the party? Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. but I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced, and I'm gonna tell you, don't hate me 'cause I get
Alright, done deal. On to the next ones.
Don't turn me into what I'm not. I have to be me 24/7, and I ain't never gonna stop. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Never gonna stop. No, no.
So the reason I'm doing the putting the air on it, just to get the contact adhesive to dry a little bit faster, like it just having that little bit of airflow over the top of that evaporates the glue vapors. So, and the idea is you just want, I mean, it's almost already ready. It's a really humid, hot day, so it's not going to take long. I mean, it's not transferring to my hands at all, so it's going off very quick, this stuff. Just testing it. We'll leave it a little bit longer. All right, I'll bring you back in when we're ready to place the, you can see what I've done, just putting the pink chalk around it, and that just gives me an area to aim for to make sure that I'm getting it square and in position. So that's why I put that little bit of chalk around it, and then we can just trim off our edges after that.
Oh, no, no, no. Hold on, girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say, you should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit I already do. Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. But I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced, and I'm gonna tell you, don't hate me 'cause I get attention. Don't turn me into what I'm not. I have to be me 24/7, and I ain't never gonna stop. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. No, oh, oh, oh. And I ain't never gonna stop. Come on. Listen to me. I've tried so many times to tell you this is as good as I can be. Why isn't it enough to be faithful and also be the hit of the party? Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. But I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced, and I'm gonna tell you.
All right, done deal. All right, get a paintbrush. Let's start applying some contact adhesive. There we go here. Righto, that should be it. Okay, let's go for it. I don't think it's long enough, because as soon as it goes to there, no, not good enough, I'm afraid, and we can't have another piece. Okay, bit of an issue. It's not long enough, because I actually measured it from there down to here, but I didn't realise that you've got to actually cover that hole. All right, well that's a fail. We've got to pull that off, cut a new piece, and it's got to be longer. Okay, take two. We want to try to get... No, you fuck off. Okay, so we got that bit done. Get yourself sorted, thank you. Now we need to cut a hole. This is the tricky part. We've got to get this. One of the next things we've got to do is start cutting out the windows. Okay guys, so we've done a little bit more. You can see I've gone and screwed down that side panel and put the back quarter side panel in as well. That's the original door card, which is great. Got to reuse that. You can see the little dimples along the side there. That's where obviously the aluminium bars are going to go, so I need to drill those holes in. We're just going to start on this side here now. We'll get the upholstery. I've already put the glue on this side. So let's get that side stuck in. That side's done. We can now continue with putting the side two pieces on and get that finished. Righto guys, so that side's all done. What we've got to move our focus onto, I went and got some more MDF sheeting, and we're playing around with this sheet here, and I've got a few lines drawn on it. That has to go on that section there. Now, there is a factory ABS one you can buy for a standard bus, but this is far from standard, so it's got to be custom made. So we're going to play around with it. I'm going to just try a couple of different methods. Basically, center line here, and then these are on a slight angle. We're going to cut this with a razor blade or Stanley knife and just make some relief cuts to see if we can build a radius and wet it. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see what we're going to probably have to reinforce it with some fiberglass, but let's see what happens.
2 hours later.
So I thought I'd give you an update on this problematic area. You can see I'm actually gluing that to the steel, and then I can come around and take all the screws out and then cover it with the vinyl. It's just easier than trying to cover it on the bench and then trying to bolt it on, and then you're going to see screw holes and stuff everywhere. So I've just got it clamped along the top there just to keep it nice and level. The areas I'm having trouble with, and unfortunately this is supposed to have a chrome trim that runs along the top here. Now, I bought one from Wolfberg West, but unfortunately it's a completely different shape. I had to cut it up. So this part's going to go from here straight across, and then I've had to join the corners, and unfortunately the radius of that isn't exactly right. You can see here that's going to live in there like so, but it's not quite right. This corner here is just a little bit dodgy, so I'm just going to have to sand this back as much as I can and then put the vinyl over it and then pop this into position. I mean, look, it's going to have a join here and a join over there. I could TIG. Actually, I wonder if this is stainless. It could be stainless, and if it is, you know what, I'm thinking this is not chrome plated. I think this is stainless, which is absolutely awesome, because I can TIG weld that back together with some stainless TIG rod and then linish it back, polish it, and you'll never know it's been joined in 3 pieces. I think it is. I don't think it's chrome plated. No, it's definitely stainless. That is awesome news. All right, well, you guys get to see me do some more welding. Anyway, that's going to live up on the top there and obviously drop in like it's supposed to. You can't buy this. Obviously, this piece, or the original one that was on there, long gone, wasn't on the bus when I got it. The rest of it's coming along nice. Those parts are all done over there. We're obviously waiting for some rubber seals for the windows, and then we can start getting the windows in. And then obviously headliner, and then we've got a parcel shelf and handles, and we've got to put this scoopy thing in as well. There's still tons of work. You know, you think we're close to the end, but there is tons of work. I've done probably a good 7 hours today, and, you know, I still haven't put all that front section in there as well. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, guys, fast forward a couple more minutes. I've also just put the material around here and also the material around here. Obviously the glass goes in and the rubber seal goes around all that, and then we've got the door cards to go onto there. I'll leave that for overnight tomorrow, then I can take all the screws out, then we can actually cover it with vinyl and then bolt these sections in. And oh yeah, no, that's the other thing, we've got the chrome rails for the stretchers. And that's one more thing I haven't built too. I've got to build 2 stretchers. So that's going to be a lot of work too. I've got to actually make some stretchers. I did get some wheels, which are close to the originals as I could find. And they're about an 80mm sort of size, or, you know, 2.5 inch, something like that. So that's the wheels I'm using. But there's going to be a lot of fabrication to get these stretchers made. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm pooped. I'm going inside to have dinner, and I will see you guys in the next episode.